Hi, this is Pauleto's Corner, Botanica International. Listen, I got an inquiry about somebody wants to know some things about me and what's happening with the world. All right, I'm in a car. I was going to do a video at another place with the lights and all of those good things. And obviously, I'm not going to be able to do that because I didn't have enough time. I had a break-in a couple of years ago, and the police came. I want to say 48 hours later. They did not come right away. And this is not the first time it happened. I'm going to make a long story very short. Or maybe I should not do that because then you wouldn't catch the gist of what I'm trying to tell you. Is that we're already under siege in America. Not just with the gun laws and freedom of speech and all of these good things that we're going through right now. And it hurts my feelings. It hurts my soul, the core of me. What I want you to know is that calling the police and letting them know that I had a break-in and telling them what's going on, how it happened, this, that, and the other, and they didn't do pretty much nothing about it. The next day, a detective called, and he came out, and I met with him, and he says, well, Mr. I didn't give you my name because this is about Pauleto's Corner, and this is about you. It's not really about me, although it did happen to me. What I'm trying to tell you is that we are definitely under siege, and that we think we're free and we're not. I am a spiritualist, and this is how I help the police with my own problem. The detective came out, black guy, by the way, San Diego PD. Gave me his name. I won't give it to you in case he tries to sue me, even though he's retired. He says, well, most people don't want to pursue these things because they're scared, because sometimes the perpetrators come after them and they don't want to pursue it. I said, well, you know what? That's not me. I'm going to pursue it. All you got to do is let me know where I have to be, what time I got to be there, and I'm going to show up. Well, he proceeds to go to the person that I gave him as a suspect, and the guy's mother wouldn't let him in the house or let him talk to the person that broke into my house. The mother, okay? And at this point, he lets me know, because I obviously had to call him to check up on these things. And he tells me this story that I just told you about. The mother wouldn't let him talk to the guy, and I'm sure he was there because the car was there. So I did some investigation on my own. And in the investigation, I found out that he got caught on camera, and we gave the police department the camera footage of him going inside my place, loading his car up with items. And this guy proceeds to tell me, okay, well, are you sure you want to pursue this? Yeah, I told you that a couple of weeks ago. Now we're into a few weeks now. And then I never heard from him again. And then when I called back a week later, this guy has retired. The next guy that takes over, he tells me, oh, well, I'm going to let you talk to the DA. I'm a new guy. I read over the case. There's nothing more that I can do at this moment or at this point. And I said, well, what about the video that you got that saw the guy, unloading my house and putting my things into his car? Oh, well, we turned it over to the DA and they don't think we have a case. I said, well, then let me talk to them and let's see what happens. And he gave me the number to the DA. I called. Obviously, I didn't get to talk to them right away. But what happened was she did call me back. And when she called me back, she says, well, I did take a look at the video, and it's unclear what he was putting in the car. Unclear what he's putting in the car. You need to have something clear that he's putting things in his car that doesn't belong to him at an address he does not live or belong, and it's not a relative or anybody he even knows, but he's loading up his car? All right. That's what the lady told me now. This is the DA from San Diego, California. So this went on, and obviously this was a disappointing phone call because, you know, she's not going to pursue my case. And this guy tells me, you know, people like me always flake out because we're afraid of people coming after us. Obviously, in this case, it seemed like the police was afraid, right? If you're keeping up with what I'm saying. If not, send me an email. I'll send you more details. Even if you want to look into it, I'll give you the case number and you can look it up if they even still have the police report. And if you can't find the police report with the San Diego PD, I will give you my copy of the police report, all right? All right. So the next thing happens here is that he comes back to the scene of the crime, and I think he was beating on my car with something. The people in the neighborhood told me about it because he broke into the part where the alley is. There's an alley, you know, in San Diego. There's a main street, and then there's an alley in most of the residents here. And most of the people in the alley saw this guy, so I have witnesses. And with these witnesses, this goes to show you that these people did not follow through. The police department, San Diego PD, did not follow through because they did not ask anybody in that vicinity or in that neighborhood what happened. They did not do that. All right, well, maybe, you know, their budget was low. I doubt that too. But anyway, this guy came back. He beat on my car, and I think the alarm was going off or something. I was not there at this moment because I was gone with someone else in someone else's car traveling around the city. I came back, a few people told me what happened, and I guess the battery ran out of my car because the alarm stopped, you know, going off. So I didn't call the cops. I got somebody to give me a jump and take the battery and get it charged. Well, the guy came back for a third time. So he broke in, they did nothing. He came back and beat my car. Nobody called the cops, but nothing happened. Anyway, so now third time he came back, I was there. He parked in the middle of the alley in a green Cutlass, puke green Cutlass. And I went out in the alley. He came after me with a hammer. Mind you, I have a bad hand. Here's my bad hand. Reflex sympathetic dystrophy. And I'm right-handed. And I still approach this guy because I don't like that bully shit. Excuse my French. That's my phone. I don't like that bully thing. So what I did was I approached this guy, and as he was coming up to me, and I was backing up a little bit because, you know, I'm waiting for the swing. I'm not going to back down because I don't like bullies. And I'm not saying I'm all that because I'm not, because I got one hand. So my one hand, obviously, I can't do what a boxer does. I have to come up with a different way of defending myself. You understand? I hope that you understand. Even if you don't, it's okay. That's not the point I'm trying to make here. So then he ended up leaving. But there was an alley full of witnesses. Witnesses are here. So, okay, this is what happened. After that, you get me? After that, here we go. I call the police. They come out again hours later. It definitely wasn't right away. It was hours later. They came, you know, with the guns and doing all this, that, and the third. And I asked them, hey, listen, if you would have came 30 minutes ago, you probably would have caught the guy, because even after I called you, he didn't even leave right away. They took their time to come even at that point. So they came, they started talking, asking me questions like I was the criminal. I'm going to make it short. I end up telling them, guess what? I will never call you again for my problem. From now on, if I have any problem, I will take care of it myself. I will never call you again, because obviously it's a waste of time. And the only thing that you have done for me was make me a target for a maniac who broke into my place I told you who did it, gave you the footage because you did not do your own job, and now the guy is coming after me again and again and again, and you're not doing anything. San Diego Police Department. And this is on 48th and Euclid in San Diego. Let me give you the address, almost without the numbers, to let you know that I am not telling you a lie here. So when you have people out there trying to give you information to be info warriors, I got this from somebody that's on the internet. What is his name? Jones or something like that. Kudos to this guy. And Professor Griff, I want to give him kudos too. There's a lot of people out there that's trying to fight the fight of freedom. And I want to do this